everybody, welcome to Ameyoko. This is a market, a shopping street market that has been one of my favorites for so many years. And on this beautiful day, we're gonna be walking along the entire stretch of Ameyoko Market to see just how touristy, if this has become a tourist trap, which a lot of markets have over the last couple of years as tourism has returned to Japan. You know, people want to do business, and sometimes they find creative and sometimes not so creative ways to do that. I still think, I still have a lot of hope that the street is okay, but I have not been down this street looking at things in about 6 months, and things change very quickly. That's right, we're really close to Ueno. Let me show you on the map exactly where we are. So if we come down into Tokyo, you can see Ueno is on the north side, about 3 stops away from Tokyo Station, so it's very central. But it'd be considered Shitamachi. It's got that more Showa, older feeling to it, which I kind of like. There's Ameyoko right there. Now the market follows right along the rail tracks, right underneath it for about 500 to 600 meters or so. And it doesn't take that long to walk through it, but if you take your time, you could spend a good hour and a half here looking and enjoying yourself, and maybe finding a lot of stuff to eat and shop. This is a better shot here. Now you can see straight next to the tracks on the left and the right of it. It really does feel, and I hope they never change it, that rough, rugged, old Tokyo feeling to it. The old black market from the World War II era. Now it's kind of touristy, but I think locals still come here. I know I do, and this walk is going to be taking us 7 minutes in theory, but you know that's not going to happen. You know we're going to be walking for a lot longer than that. Now they changed the sign here. It used to be old school, the Ameyoko sign. Now it's kind of been modernized. I'm not sure how I like that very much. Let me turn the camera around here. I kind of like the old, funky, old school one. So they sort of made it like that, but it looks not that as pleasing as the old one did. I don't have a pin mic on, a wireless mic, so I'm going to do my best. There's not a lot of wind, so I think it's going to be fine. But yeah, do let me know if you have any issues, especially with the signal. But right now, not a lot of people here because the market just opened. Now, this is a market that opens at 11 a.m. So if you try to it's not a morning market. So if you get here too early, everything's gonna be shuttered. So I'd say by 11, maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock, things are starting to work pretty good with this here. I see I have a big smile here. Hello.
Just saw you on video.
Hi.
I've been watching you for years, and all the great stuff you've been doing.
Where are you from?
U.S.
Okay.
It's the first time in Japan. Ending my trip, gone out to hiking the mountains and stuff like that. And
how's your trip going?
It's great. And now I'm trying to figure out where to do for lunch. Just had the squid balls. I'm definitely gonna get some
takoyaki.
candy.
Yeah. Well, here you go. You found me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would recommend the takoyaki there. It's pretty cheap and it'll fill you up, and they do a good job with it. But I don't know, the options have really grown here.
It's amazing. Like so much. This is one of the better markets. I've been wanting to come here for a long time.
I'm glad to hear that, because I'm kind of getting the feeling that maybe it's starting to turn the corner to tourism more than the locals. So as long as it doesn't do that.
I haven't been here for long enough to know, but to me this feels still retro vibe and stuff compared to some of the other markets I've been to the last couple of days.
Right. Do you want to shout out anybody?
Hey, just say hey everybody. Stay awesome at Astra.
Okay, got it. All right, thanks.
Thank you much.
All right, take care. Well, that was nice. I saw him coming. I saw him coming with the big smile from like 50 meters away. I'm like, oh, look at that. He's probably watching. But you never can be sure. You never can be sure. So it's like this kind of stuff here. I know this is not. I have nothing against it, but the market was never really like this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? I'm not against it. I just think that this is sometimes one step towards going off of walking the plank and just going full tourism, where it's all just stuff that tourists want. But that's not what tourists really want sometimes. They want like local stuff, you know? Local stuff meaning like fruits, nuts, fish, candy, sales, hard to find stuff in other places, things near the expiration date, discounts, cheap. That's kind of what everybody wants, right? But there's a lot of food here. The thing is, you know, I haven't eaten at too many of these restaurants. I haven't eaten at too many of them, but I do like coming here at night, grabbing a beer. I just haven't done it in maybe years. A lot of seafood because this market gets a lot of the discount seafood. I don't know, maybe it's like the next day kind of stuff. It's still good, but you certainly are paying for next day stuff. You know what I mean? It's like it's too cheap. It's too cheap. Of course, we're gonna pass my friend Shimura-san and just say hi. I have to be careful because he always gives me free stuff, and I'm not eating a lot of candy these days. There he is, right there. So this is Shimura-san's chocolate here. Konnichiwa. And this is where you can get a bag of chocolate here. You give him 1,000 yen and he just puts it into a bag. It's a really fun experience. And it's so on. そう今みんな紹介してますけど今日何ありますか？これですよ、これがね。これですね。素晴らしい。So if you no, it's okay. ダイエット。入れますよ、こんな感じで。Oh, what? 入れちゃい。もう一個おまけで。もう一個おまけです。さらに入れますからね。もう2つ。さらにサービス。入れちゃい。もう一個。もう一個。食べて。じゃあ1000円あげますよ。お子さんいいからお子さん。This is Shimura-san. You can see there. 大丈夫。ありがとう。奥様によろしく。よろしく。じゃあまた息子と来ますよ。よろしく。バイバイ。I told you every time I stop here, I absolutely love them. I've known them for like 20 some years now. It's crazy. But every time I come by there, and he knows that you guys are stopping there too. So if you just say only in Japan sent me, he might give you one more candy just because it's like family. And that's what I love. This is the thing that I love about Japan. And what you guys saw was Japan, and that I know. And it's about connections, knowing people and getting to know them. And I don't know, there's like a warmth to people. It just takes time to break in and get to know them. But like if you'd come here every trip, he's going to remember you. He's got such a great memory because that's what good businessmen do. I mean, and he gave me a bag. I didn't want. That's a lot of candy. Oh my goodness me. My wife's going to be like, where'd you get this? Can I? Sorry, Shimura-san did it. Diet's over. All right. Just one note. I hope that never changes. As long as we have people like Shimura-san and business owners that have been here for decades, this street will never change. It can get touristy, it can get some tourist traps. If they succeed or fail, we don't know. But I think as long as Shimura-san is here, this street, Ameyoko, is going to be super authentic. And that is a leg up on Tsukiji Outer Market right now and all the other places. Just as long, gosh, I love Shimura-san. All right, the Kit Kats has been kind of boring lately. They have these Mambaran, which is the taste of autumn. This is a great place to come if you're looking for like strange flavored foods and Kit Kats. They have these Baskin Robbins 32 flavors, and they also have the Halloween ones, the apple cinnamon flavored Kit Kats right now. You just have to find them. Above Ameyoko is the train going by, and this is also part of the attraction. Every time the train goes by, you get that vibe, that feeling to it. There's also a ton of restaurants underneath the track, but a lot of them are new. Like, a lot of these places did not exist 3-4 years ago. So in that sense, Wow, look at those peaches. Oh my goodness. No square watermelon. No square watermelon. If you want to see that, go check out the episode that dropped. Well, I'm so proud. 104,000 people watched it in the first 2.5 days, 3 days. So thank you guys for leaving me a comment there. I'm fascinated by what your feedback is, what you guys thought of that episode. And my square watermelon is still doing good. It's like, I think we're calling her Melanie. I forget, some viewers were telling me what to name her. To name her Melanie? What do you guys think? Leave me a comment down there. Like, this is monjayaki, which is famous in Tsukishima, but apparently they have a branch here, and I don't know. I guess this is a kind of food that's really cheap and easy to make. It just doesn't look that great, but it's Tokyo's soul food in a way. As we walk down Ameyoko, this part has changed a little bit. You'll see shops that Japanese sellers just got too old. Nobody wanted to take over the shop, so they sold out, and a lot of immigrants that came over from Korea, from Vietnam, from Thailand, from other places have taken over, and they've opened up other kinds of shops like this. There's a Shikakui Suika right there. There you go. So you do see them sometimes. Yeah, that's a Zensuji one. That's an original. That's kind of cool. So you will see square watermelons every now and then. In that kind of a situation, there's copyrighted music. In that kind of a situation, and the reason why is it gets people to stop and take a look at it. It's the power of the square watermelon as a display fruit. But theirs looks like it hasn't aged as good as mine. Now these are all brand new. This looks like it's Chinese or Taiwanese. I'm not really sure because I don't speak Mandarin or Cantonese, but a lot of ethnic foods have come in here, and it's really good. I have to say, like, if I'm coming here for ethnic food, this is a good place to do it. But this is also kind of the vibe. You don't want it to change. Finding these old jackets, probably Freak Market. I don't know how old this company is, but they've probably been around. You can see these kinds of unusual jackets mostly here. Zippo lighters, things from World War II, very famous here in this part of the city. And again, a lot of street food. Having your lunch out on the street is kind of cool. You can order it. Everything looks pretty reasonably priced, actually. Still kind of, actually, they've gone up a little bit, but very little. But I think inflation has caused that comparatively. Again, I haven't been here for a while. These kinds of places getting like, getting oysters and sake has become a thing as well. So you can see that all over Ameyoko. New kinds of places, bars. So this place right here selling sake with oysters, there's maybe 4 or 5 of them now. I guess because, look, you can get it pretty cheap right here on the stands, but if you're looking for seafood, this is one of the places where people come. It's just, you can never really be sure the freshness of it though. But to be honest, I've never had a problem. If you look over my shoulder here, you can see there's like outdoor tables. This is kind of new. Many Japanese don't like to eat outside, so like this onto the side of the road. It's not like it's kind of dirty, so you don't see that in a lot of places in Japan, but what tourists who come here love to eat outside in a scenic place like this. So I think this is more like Southeast Asia kind of feel to it. But this kind of a bar where you have whiskey and you have like oysters being served, that's on the rise. So there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's kind of an interesting thing. If there's a market for it, people should evolve, so take advantage of it. But it's such an eclectic mix of shops here. You have clothing, and then you have dried fruit and dried fruits and nuts. And then over here you have Matsumoto Kyoshi, which sells, beauty items and things like this, and other dried dried food shop, luggage shop, and then a very famous Sankoen, which has been here for a long time, seaweed and green tea shop. So they specialize in green tea, and you wouldn't be wrong to buy your green tea from here or seaweed by asking them what you like. I'm not sure if they speak English, but I have bought seaweed and tea here in the past, so there you go. There's a Katsuobushi shop, which is the Bonitos fish flakes that I've gone to many times. It's quite good. This is also a place to get shoes. You can even find counterfeit shoes for half the price. Sometimes you just gotta look around. I see Frank the Tank is in the house. How you doing, guys? And Gordon Taft, thank you for the super chat, brother. Here's this is a shop that's been here forever in Nakata. This is an Army Navy kind of shop, but you'll see a lot of green and camouflage items. This goes back to World War II. They've been here as long as I remember. They've been here for at least 25 years, and I'm sure a lot longer than that. You can see the boxes. You can see the boxes above there probably go back 25 years as well of surplus in there. I don't know. I've noticed this Japanese cosmetics are very famous, and I've seen a lot of discount cosmetic shops opening up in this location. Again, here's the Katsuobushi shop. This is one of the best in the city. They've been here for at least since, I don't know, since the end of World War II, probably a lot longer than that. But Katsuobushi is... It's those things. They're petrified bonito fish. It's the hardest food in the world. They shave it, and you see them on takoyaki and other foods. It's very interesting, very tasty, very flavorful. I'm starting to see there's a gachapon corner. That's for tourists. A coffee shop. You can smell the coffee on the streets. He's selling the beans. Hey, John! Good day! Thank you. Let's try to hit a vending machine or something. I appreciate that, John. Hope everything's going well for you. It's nice to see you. Nice to hear from you. All right, this is the street that I come to the most. I don't know how the signal is, but I often come looking at the confections. That cheese place has closed down. This is where the Korean stretchy cheese place was. That's closed down at this location. But you see they have some of the Halloween confection out here. The prices are priced to go. But you always have to check the expiration dates. Oh, there they are. They have the Halloween apple pie. What do you guys think? Should I send that to the daimyo? I have a Patreon tier where I send packages to people. Maybe I'll get a bag of that. Let me know what you guys think if you're in the daimyo tier. There's the two candy shops now are this. I thought they were different companies, but it's the same candy shop, and Nikki. And inside there, you'll find stuff that you can't find maybe at other shops. There's also discounted sports goods. If you're looking for bathing suits, this is the place to come in the city for bathing suits and running shoes. Again, I bought my running shoes. There's a little temple in there. I bought my running shoes here before. I had a discount card. They used to send me discount cards, and I would come in here and get 10% off of the price at certain times of the year. And the shoes are pretty good. I can't tell if it's counterfeit or not, but I figure it's real stuff because Sports Zuen has been here for a very long time. So it seems like that they're not going to be doing stuff like that, but the prices are ridiculously cheap. Everything, it's always like discounted. The jerseys, So the Kevin Durant jersey is 14,630 yen, and the Hachimura jersey 14,630 yen. So less than $100 for those jerseys. Or just right about there with the exchange rate. Just depends on what you're getting. Fascinating. Every time I come, it's just a little bit different. The goodies that they put out there is always different. But God bless Shimura-san. He just makes you feel good seeing the big smile. Shacho, the boss, coming out. You see that? They knew me on sight. I was trying to be discreet. They knew me on sight, and he called them over. I have purchased nuts at this shop as well. And they were very good, fresh. This is new. They're putting in a lot of omiyage, like boxes for tourists to take home. And these box goods are really convenient to fit in your suitcase. This one is the Kaisendon shop, and they've been here for ages. There's takoyaki around the corner. It's the cheapest in the city. It's really good. There's always a line. And if there isn't, go ahead and get one. But the Kaisendon, I've never had any issues with it, but it does look like it's probably like a, I don't know, like day-old fish or something. But the price is so good. I don't know how they do it. Volume, maybe. I've never gotten sick, if that means anything to you. Frank the Tank, grab yourself a drink. Thank you. I will get something at the vending machine. The sports store made me think of Otani in baseball. Otani is the superstar, man. He's everywhere here. And Ellis writes in here, this place is like a mini mall in one long street. Dave can't wait to check it out. Hey John, this place is like a mini mall. Yeah, and we're looking forward to meeting with Dave. Dave is gonna be coming to Japan, and he's definitely gonna be coming up on the stream to say hi, if not just to Ellis on the other side. There you go. So we're at the end of the street, believe it or not. They built a Don Quixote. I'm glad that they put it here instead of corrupting the heart of it, because, I don't know, getting big chain stores inside of Ameyoko, it just kind of kills that vibe that you got when I saw Shimura-san. There's, again, for me, there's always going to be like this strong connection to Ameyoko. This is the second place I came for Tokyo Eye, the TV show, way back. And, you know, it's always going to have like this. And here's the old retro sign at the end. It's always going to have like the special place in my heart, just because, I don't know, it doesn't change. I can see myself walking down the street 25 years younger, and the street stays the same. It's like visiting an old friend for me. And again, it's changed a little bit. It's getting a little touristy, but as you saw, it's not there yet. It's still very authentic, and that gives me hope. And that gives me hope that my own history here kind of is retained in the fact that some places don't want to change, or shouldn't change, or can't change, and stay that way. Don't change at all. Please don't. There's a place. We started on the other side. This is a great place to take pictures. You got the train platform. This is up going towards the zoo on your Ueno station. And then you have the entrance to Ameyoko, which is a new sign. It's a really great location. So I have to white balance every time I change the lens on this new app, the Blackmagic app. But it takes a clearer image than the iPhone app for sure. Ameyoko, I think it's a must visit. It still is. And this will not be the last time that I come to Ameyoko Market. Aiken is here. Hey Aiken, I still have to attach that bicycle attachment. I got it. Every time I see, I'm thinking about that. My wife and I always go to Ameyoko. Do they still have the downstairs stores? I'm not sure about it, but from reports that I've gotten from other people, they do. That hasn't changed, and it's really ethnic down there. I used to be able to get spices. I used to be able to get like peanut butter down there. So I believe that underground has not and won't change. It's the above ground, the businesses that that they just can't keep. The family members don't want to do it anymore. It's a problem that they have all over Japan. The next generation's like, I don't want to sell dried nuts. I want to, you know, be a model, Dad. And so maybe they fail and they come back and sell nuts. Kanai's grandfather used to sell Chiba peanuts. So it's an honest, good business, and you get a lot of peanuts, a lot of nuts for free, which is cool. There you go, everybody. I hope this was interesting for you. I'll be around tomorrow. I'll try to live stream again. I've got another release on the main channel coming. Don't forget the new channel. Go over there and subscribe at Only in Japan. The square watermelon video is up. Leave me a comment there. I'd love to hear from you. Again, this was a lot of love I put into this. I really wanted to capture something that I didn't on the first time I went here. I think the square watermelons, it pretty much summarizes Japan. This innovation of thinking like completely outside the box in a new way. I don't think any other country could have come up with the concept of the square watermelon. It's just something that, like a warped mind, or somebody who just wants to break out because they're put in a box, comes up with something so fantastic and then they try it. That's the genius of the square watermelon, and it's still going strong. And you know, I want to support Yamashita and Zensuji City as much as I can, because I hate seeing small towns not taking advantage of the amazing things that they have. And I hope that you guys go over there and check it out. Natsu and Daryl are there as well. Maybe you'll see them walking around the town. But that's all I got for you today. I got my tooth replaced, so the right side of my mouth is not feeling much anything. Let's see, this is new. And I wonder what they're going to be putting in the corner here. This is such a pivotal spot. They tore down a bunch of these random lights was here on the corner. I have no idea what's going to be put here, but whatever they do is going to have to mix in with this sign, because it's so iconic to take a picture from the other side of the street. So I'm kind of worried about that. Right? I'm kind of worried about that. But anyways. Oh, hello. There's some people waiting for me as I kind of end the stream here. But I just wanted to say a couple of things here. So yeah, I think Ameyoko really hasn't really changed that authentic feel that it's had since the beginning. And I think if you come to visit here, you're going to be pretty pleased that you did and found something. Maybe you'll be able to find a gift to take home, or you'll just have a really good lunch, or you're going to have some great pictures and a good experience. I think it's hard not to at Ameyoko. And the thing is, it's so darn cheap that you can't really lose that much. This is Okachimachi Station. I would recommend coming to Okachimachi Station over going to Ueno Station, but both stations do okay. This is on the Yamanote line and the Oedo line, which is the Ueno Okachimachi Station on the Oedo subway line. Or you can go on the Hibiya line, the Ginza line, or the Yamanote or the Keihin Toku line from Tokyo Station, and you can get to Ueno, and you can walk here as well. As I showed you, it's really close. It's just about 700 meters from Ueno Station to Okachimachi. And make sure, whatever you do, stop off and see my friend Shimura-san. He's our friend too, since he's been on the show like 1,000 times now, but we love him and support him. He's a small business owner. He didn't get a lot of business during the pandemic, and I'm making up for it. Although I really wanted to pay him for this. I feel bad. I didn't want a candy. I didn't want it. Go and watch the playback. Go and watch the playback. I didn't want it, but he gave it to me. I knew he was going to. That's why I was trying to stay discreet. But it's like family, so it's family. Yeah, the food, I don't know, at those prices, I don't know how fresh it is, but I've never gotten sick, and I've always had I've had a good meal. I wouldn't say really good, but it was good enough. And you know, especially if you're trying to save a little bit of money, you could do that here for sure. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Share your own experiences about Ameyoko, because I know a lot of viewers who are planning the trip to Japan subscribe to this channel, and they're also thinking about where to go. And your feedback in the comments helps a lot. All right, everybody. See you next time. No chance of going discreet for you. You know, I stick out, especially when you're holding a stick. They see me right away. God love them. All right, see you guys. Have a good day.